slip me a Zanny at once. I got the earth and the blunt. I get the skirt when I want. I get the skirt when I want. Due to the money aroma. My girl, she got a diploma. She got white written all over. She got white written all over.
Hey y'all, it's MP the Poet, and I'm here to let you know it, ayy, ayy. And I'm here to let you know it, ayy, ayy. And I'm here to let you know it, boom, boom, boom. That little shoulder thing, shoulder, shoulder, boom, 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 shoulder. Anyway, so I had just recently posted on my first channel, or yeah, the Michaela Doe channel, and telling y'all why I haven't been posting for real. But long story short, I was nervous and I didn't know how y'all would take to it because it's YouTube, it's not in person. Like, I know that I'm good, but you know, it's just like, shit, is that okay? And I curse a lot, so that's another thing. But there was something else I wanted to tell y'all. I had made a video on why I started poetry, but I'm gonna just do this one instead because I'm already thinking of everything right now. So one of the reasons why I started poetry is because I've always written out my feelings. Like, you know how some people they do music, they do this, they do that, they paint. I write. Like, before it was poetry, it was just writing in a diary or writing short stories, stuff like that. So I've been writing. And then when I got older, I started realizing that I could flow. Like, you know, like, I do spoken word, like, not just poetry. There is a difference. So I do spoken word. And yeah, I found out that I was kind of good at it. So my senior year of high school, I entered the talent show, and I did a poem called Body Cameras, which I'll probably record and post on here, or I'll actually just post the recording itself from then, because that was like, dang, that was almost 4 years ago. So yeah, so I did that. It's called Body Cameras. It was basically about police brutality and stuff like that. And it was like my first time performing. It wasn't my first poem, but it was my first time performing. So I had been writing my whole life, and it took me till I was 17 years old to perform, which is fine. And it got like a lot of views. It got like a lot of people wanting to hear more from me and all that stuff. But it also had people walking out on me, you feel me? Because I'm talking about some real stuff. But I didn't really care. Like, I was appreciative of people walking out because it made me feel like, you know what, you're saying something that clearly needs to be said and people don't want to hear it. So you know, you gotta sometimes you gotta force it. So yeah, that was my first poem. Then I got to college and joined the poetry club, which I am currently the president of, and I've been like writing ever since. I got a poetry name. It's Truth Serum. It's because my poems are the first thing that comes to my mind. It's like the most authentic thing that I can think of. It's something that I don't want to even be fake on. Like, I have gotten a lot of mixed emotions from people about my poems, but it doesn't stop me from writing the same type of poems. So that's why my name is Truth Serum. And probably the next video I post, I'll probably post these all together. Probably the next video I post will be one of those type of poems. And those poems are the reason why I haven't been posting, because those are the ones I have memorized because they were so authentic and they, you know, it was me talking, so it was easy for me to remember. But there's a lot of cursing, so then I was like, but oh well, I'm doing it anyway. So yeah, that was that. What else? What am I talking about? Why I started poetry? That's really pretty much it. It's really my coping mechanism. You know, everybody goes through things. I'm not any different. And, you know, instead of like turning to, you know, anything that's, I guess, not positive, I kind of write it out, even though, you know, it doesn't get rid of those feelings, but it definitely makes it easier to deal with because you've gotten it out. It's like giving me a sense of fresh air by putting it on paper. It's like I just threw it up and like, that's how poetry is for me. And then also, the reason why I'm about to like really get on the ball and stuff is the past 3 days, like, God has been really talking to me. I don't know if all of my subscribers are religious or anything, but you know, I'm a Christian and stuff like that, and so you know, I really believe in Jesus and God and all that stuff. And you know, if you don't, perfectly fine. I'm not here to judge. I'm here to do poetry. You feel me? But for me personally, you know, when God is talking to me, it's like, you know, sometimes, you know, because I'm 20, so as a 20-year-old, people don't want to hear stuff. Like, if you tell them about themselves, they don't want to hear it, or they ignore it, or they like hear it, but then they be like, but are you sure? That's how I was treating Jesus, and Jesus was like, girl, listen to what I have to say. So basically, in the past like 3-4 days, multiple people, and they don't know each other. First of all, one of them was J. Cole. Okay, Jermaine Lamar Cole. My husband, Jermaine Lamar Cole. I went to his concert the other day, and he was basically just talking about like things aren't overnight and you have to work for them, and you know, whatever is your passion, you have to, like, you can't stop, you can't let nothing stop you. And so then I was like really taken to that, and then I had a friend, she's really on me about YouTube. She's like, you said you're gonna do it, so do it. Like, you have to do it. Like you just have to, like, you have to be consistent. You have to say, you have to keep your word, because you keep your word with everything else. Because I'm one of those people who like, I gotta follow through. You keep your word with everything else. You need to keep your word with this to yourself. Like, this is for you. So that was the second one. Then the third one, I was hanging out with some friends, and me doing poetry came up. So they were like, can you do a poem? And I'm like, yeah. So I'm spitting it. They're like, oh, you don't need to get your phone or nothing? I'm like, nah, this is something, you know, this is a passion. So I got poems, you know, in the cut that, you know, I ain't never gonna forget. And I did it, and they were like, so why haven't I seen this on YouTube yet? Because I subscribed to you. And I was just like, you know, you feel me? Like, I ain't had no answer. And my friend was just like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I wouldn't support you if you didn't have a gift. If you didn't have a God-given gift, then this would be different, but you do. That's why I'm on you about, you know, making sure that you be diligent in what you're doing. So with her and my other friend and J. Cole, basically, like, you know, if you have a gift and you have something that you're passionate about, then you need to be, you know, persistent and consistent with developing that craft, you know, not exploiting that craft, but, you know, showcasing it, because not everybody has that type of gift. Like, rappers have the gift to rap, and that's why they perform. You know, some people have the gift to do things that don't need to be showcased, but I feel like poetry is one of those things that people need to hear because there's messages behind them. And even if it's a funny message or if it's a real serious message, you know, a message is a message, and someone is going to need to hear that. And that's one thing that I really had to take heed to, was when I did some of my poetry in the past, I've had people come up to me like, you know what, I really needed to hear that. Like, I didn't even think anybody was thinking like that until you said it out loud in this presence. And so I just felt like, dang, okay, let me get on the ball. Let me get on the ball, get on the grind. So literally right after this video, I'm gonna do a poem. You know, if my parents are watching this, it does have cursing in it. I'm gonna give a little thing and a little disclaimer in that video too. But I just wanted to thank y'all for, you know, keep rocking with me and stuff. And I'm pretty sure last time y'all seen me, I made other videos, but I never posted them. But last time y'all seen me, I think I had, you know, long black hair or long brown hair, and I clearly don't have that anymore. But I told y'all I be switching it up. You feel me? Michaela today, MP tomorrow, K twice the next day. You feel me? It's you know, it just depends on how I'm feeling that day. But today I'm Truth Serum. I'm MP the poet, and y'all about to know it. So thank you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on that post notifications, and you know, we about to get it popping. You feel me? I ain't got no name for my subscribers because I only got like 10. But I love all of y'all. I think I know all of y'all. So you already know I love y'all. You already know I love y'all. So, you know, we about to get it popping. Everything is great. And yeah, so stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.